persons. Mr. Engler, again, we ask that you limit your remarks to 5 minutes.
Good afternoon. I come back again this month to talk about staffing. I want to thank John for his amazing analysis of what we need at that jail. Unfortunately, the county manager does not share your concerns. They shut down retention bonuses, recruitment bonuses, stuff like that. But I do appreciate you bringing that up. 205 took away a lot of tools used for inmate and officer safety. So to compensate, we should be afforded the required yearly training under State Tower 37, but we don't have enough people to do the safety training such as defensive tactics, etc. We all need a refresher on defensive tactics, but it's been 5 years and no training, so recruitment and staffing is an issue. Also, I was sad to see Judge Lazare is not here. I want to let her know that the inmate tablet system, they stop working at 10 a.m. and they come on around 7:30. My union did not bargain to do tech support for the tablets. We have no idea how they work, ID reset, anything. We're not responsible for any of this either. We did not sign up to do any of this. So if somebody on the board could address it with a vendor GTL, my inmates are in their cells 23 hours a day and these tablets aren't working. I did try to give my inmates 2 hours of rec. I asked the captain if I could do split rec on Monday, and he told me no. I had done that on my own on Friday because there was a lot of tension on my unit. Also, I had offered to participate to assist in recruiting, yet I haven't received any information. So it doesn't seem like there's a plan in recruiting officers. I've asked them to take down the thank you sign in the front of the building and replace it with a help wanted sign. No answer on that either. I think medical staffing is also important. I listened to the presentation from Dr. Brinkman about methadone. I have a real concern about that because 13 shifts in February on 11 to 7, we either had no medical or mental health staffing in intake. Either one or both, no staffing at all in intake. So I don't know how we're going to do effective questioning about methadone and Suboxone when we don't have the people to do this. My officers have brought concerns to me that inmates are coming upstairs without being 3-page, which means they weren't seen by medical or mental health. We don't know if they're detoxing from drugs, alcohol, which is extremely dangerous, or if they're suicidal. We have no idea. It's been brought to my attention. We're passing methadone on the 3 to 11 shifts. We haven't been trained to do that. I brought my concern to Dr. Brinkman. She advised me she's not in my chain of command. Go to my staff. My staff have no idea. They said, we don't know what to do. Should we have the inmates in while this person is getting their Suboxone or out? The reason I bring it up as a safety concern is because we're finding crushed Suboxone in cells. We just found it today on an inmate going to court. This is very dangerous. This is also an officer safety issue. We don't know what this person may be having a reaction from. Is it some drug that they got? Was it crushed Suboxone, or are they having a seizure? We have no idea. In regards to staffing issues, an officer brought concerns to me that as of 3/1, March 1st, she was forced her 4th day in a row and she refused her force. She doesn't have family medical leave. She had 82 hours worked in 6 days. She's only had 75 at-home hours in 7 days. Subtract the showering, laundry, shopping, meal prep, pets, travel time, and you have some dangerous effects. She reported anxiety, irritability due to sleep deprivation, trouble focusing, cognitive thinking. This is just one of many of my officers that walk in every day. We run this jail every day, and these are the side effects of our overtime. Don't take this as a management labor grievances. We have a policy and we follow that. We met with Steve yesterday. This is beyond labor management grievances. They refuse to, my bosses refuse to communicate in email or respond. We only communicate in person. My last time I had a one-on-one with my boss, he called me a liar. That was the end of that conversation. This is just simple cooperation, blocking and tackling. Required to run a jail? We run the jail. They tell us how to run it. Without communicating with us, it's going to be a nightmare, and that's what it is. Safety issues go unanswered. We have officers on 11 getting written up for mask violations. Then we learn there's a top secret memo that should be distributed to department heads that you must have a conversation with the employee 3 times before you even discipline them. We just get a hearing just like that. That's a morale crusher, especially when it's a top secret memo that we got a hold of. We don't even really have any kind of morale in this building anymore. We can't leave our posts. without permission, but we have inmates letting themselves out of their cells on level 4. That's dangerous. I asked to have them move back to level 6. That was denied. And as a result of these safety issues, morale issues, staffing issues, the office and just our own ability to do our job safely. If I can't go to the HSA and ask her, how should we pass Suboxone on 3 to 11 for one inmate? If she can't answer that question, then who can answer it? I don't know. It's not my job to do training. It's not my job to tell other officers what to do. This is a medical issue. This is not an officer issue. And it is a class 1 substance. As a result of these issues and our inability to safely do our jobs, officers in the jail have put forth a vote of no confidence in our warden and his administration, just due to the fact that we lack staffing for our safety. There's no plan to get staffing. We lack training for our safety. We lack medical for inmate safety, which puts us as first responders. This has been ongoing for years, and the officers have put forth that motion, and I'm going to consider it. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Engler.